After maybe several years of
Yeah.
dealing with people, seeing them at their lowest, helping those you can, seeing the happy moments,
Yeah.
I believe that must have birthed something in me,
Yeah.
like to want to do more, to help others.
Yes.
Because there's a time I think I saw it on social media, something to do with under 21.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe you can tell us more about that.
Right. Because of all these experiences and dealing with disease and conditions that had prevention, and particularly pregnancies, it was in 2020. There was a very high rate of teenage pregnancies. And I saw it and I'm like, what are we doing about it? What am I doing about it? Because I have something to give, I have something to offer. So I picked up my phone one day in my office. That time I was starting off, it was my first year, I think my first year or second year of master's. And I picked my phone and I was there. Anybody who's under 21, just reach out to me. Eh? Reach out to me. Let's have a WhatsApp group and let's start. Let me tell you that thing just went viral. Went viral. And the next thing you know, I just had this group of girls, almost 120, 150, who, whenever they join, they want their friends to join. It was just a consistent, it was like something that's picking, like a snowball, just picking up snow. So I felt the need to help young girls because the issue is the fact that they might not have the strength to say no, even if they know that they should say no. And then there's this acceptability in the community and in the environment where we say, yeah, it's okay, see, you can just do this, it's okay. But until you get pregnant and know that this is the thing that will keep you, you'll be with this baby for the rest of your life, or you go and do abortion. And abortion is not legal in Kenya, it's illegal. You go and do it somewhere because you have to hide, then it becomes a problem, and then there's death. Then what are we doing about this? That's how Dr. K Under 21 started. And Dr. K Under 21 was a group of girls on WhatsApp group. And this WhatsApp group was where we discussed things every single day. We were doing reproductive health, mental health, anything that somebody wants to talk about. And what I realized is that it's not just about reproductive health that these girls needed. They needed other things. Like most of them and some of them would complain about maybe a trauma that happened to them a long time ago. Things to do with family, social issues, past traumas that they experienced, vitu kama, emotional shame, emotional, some of them would actually experience emotional assault from their own family members, which was very, very surprising, but these are the things I learned through the group. So we went on learning. We involved psychiatrists, we involved counselors, we involved other gynecologists who would come in and help to help, within these questions. If they can't reach me, they can be able to reach anyone in the group, and we'd have conversations. So 2 years later, some of them, the youngest was 16 years. Now she's 18 years. The oldest at the time was around 24, because they said, no, please just add me, even if I want to be in this group. And they also were benefiting. So right now they are 2 years older. And so some of the team that was in the WhatsApp group would be very active and would reach out to me and say, Dr. K, why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Because last year was 2020. I wanted to have a meeting with them because we couldn't meet because of COVID. We were just having conversations. So we had never met with anyone but I know their names. All of them, right? So whenever they would call me, they would come and tell me, how are you doing? Some would even call and just find out, how are you doing, Dr. K? That's so touching. They've grown up to a level where they become, and they didn't have any issues with pregnancies. And of course, there was one or two would call me and tell me, I made a mistake, I took the emergency pill, but anyway, so the whole thing was to ensure that we can reduce these pregnancy rates and of course instill information and knowledge to these young girls. And that's how Dr. K Foundation was started. Very, very interesting way, because it was the ones who started it, who kept on saying, let's do this, are members, part and parcel of Dr. K Under 21.
Looking into the future, what do you want to achieve through the Dr. K Foundation?
Yeah, so the whole main aim of the foundation is to achieve the best reproductive health for everyone who comes across it. And this means that I am reaching out to the youth. I want them to avoid making wrong decisions, for them to be able to have negotiation skills so that they can be able to achieve their best reproductive health, and also know their rights in their reproductive health. With this older group, which is the over 21, which will still be part of the Dr. K Foundation, the main aim is to grow them to their best health. That it means mentally, physically, economically, emotionally, and in all ways, and in particular their reproductive health, because reproductive health is life. It's what brings up other lives. So if we know when to have safe sex, choose when to have children, decide how we're going to space, then it will help you with your mental health and your whole life in totality. So basically we're giving people's lives a meaning in a different way, in a different approach. Yeah.
What if someone wants to be part of the foundation in terms of probably sponsorship or
Yes.
mentorship?
Yeah.
Do you need such help, or you're good?
Definitely. First of all, we invite everyone who's interested in joining the Dr. K Foundation, and especially even companies and institutions that have the same vision and purpose that we do have. So there are different ways to partner with us. Either if you have a particular skill, because you can see we're talking about mental health things, we're talking about financial health, because health is encompasses a lot. If you're good at negotiation skills, communication skills, those are the kind of people who have those skills that we are inviting to also join us, so that they can take part in the training of these young women. And of course we also have gentlemen in the older group, so we've not left out the boys as well, other men, sorry. But we also allow
Boy child. At least kuna mtu analilia boy child.
Yeah, for sure. We have to remember this, Someone is asking me to also include a Dr. K under 21 for boys, so we are in the works, but we're working on it. But again, we also encourage anyone else who is willing to come in, because we do work. We have workers in the foundation who go into the schools and also do these things. They also need some little bit of encouragement, and those ones who are giving themselves to the foundation, we need to also support them, and of course the working in and out of the foundation. So we encourage anyone who's able to sponsor, to partner with us in sponsorship or with collaboration, to join us. We are open. We're an open foundation.
My name is Miss Knight. I'm Dr. Karen's assistant. I'm also in charge of the School of Life, which is an arm of Dr. K Foundation.
I am Joy Kemei, and I am the project manager in Dr. K Foundation and the social media manager too.
I met Daktari online. I was referred by a friend to the group that is Dr. K under 21. That's where I met Daktari. They used to share videos of what she does on YouTube. I also followed her on Instagram. I asked her, who is your assistant? And she was like, for now, I don't have an assistant. Daktari talks, now I don't have an assistant. And I was like, yeah, I think I can be one.
So how did I meet Dr. K? I was literally scrolling through Instagram and I saw this call, and she's like, if you're under 21, I would like to meet you. I would like to have something with you. So just DM me and I'll add you to a group. And I DM'd her and she added me to a group. And that's how 2 years later, here I am.
Dr. K Foundation is the baby to Dr. K under 21. So we have 3 arms. One, we have Dr. K under 21. This involves all those ladies who are below the age of 21 years. Then we have the big sisters, the big sister you never had. So these are the mentors too. These are under 21s. They coach, they mentor, they help these under 21s in answering those difficult questions. We also have the third arm, which I'm in charge of, which is called the School of Life. The School of Life, this is now where we incorporate men, because it involves all the skills that we need for living with self and living with other people, all interpersonal and interpersonal skills.
So basically, there's so many activities in the foundation. There's webinars, there's meetups, there's school outreaches. Let me start with webinars. We had one recent one on contraceptives. We have a webinar to once every 2 months, talking about either mental health, reproductive health. We also have school outreaches that's in various schools. So we also have the meetups, and one of the meetups happened last year in November, that's in 2022. It was amazing. We had a lady picnic, but we'll have more meetups this coming year.
So through the foundation, I've been able to be more self-aware, which I really appreciate. We usually have leadership sessions weekly, which have been so impactful to me. It has also helped me to be more intentional about myself, be more intentional about my life.
Personally, the foundation has not only given me purpose, it has empowered me in so many ways. Just to name a few is financially, emotionally, physically, and it has become the big sister that I never had, because growing up as a firstborn, you're never told a lot of things. You're just left to the world to learn a lot of things. So Dr. K especially, she and the other doctors she works with in the under 21 group that we had, has been more than a big sister.
So first, Dr. Karen, on behalf of the other under 21s and all the members of the foundation who are the beneficiaries of this foundation, we have people who've had their school fees paid through the foundation. We really appreciate you. I myself, you're not only a boss, you're the best boss, and I love you. Thank you for being the big sister that I never had. Apparently I've been brought up with men, so being the only daughter, I think I needed a big sister to tap into my feminine energy. And thank you for the leadership sessions that we always had weekly. They've been so impactful. It has helped me be more intentional with my life, which I really love it. And I love the fact that by working with the foundation, I've been able to find the intersection between doing what I love doing what I'm good at, and you see the things that you just do to be paid. I think I'm doing what I love doing and what I'm good at. So this is I'm literally building a career. I'm not just working. So I really appreciate you. I love you, and you're the best.
Dr. K, all I'd like you to know first of all is a thank you. You have been the big sister we never had. I never had, to be precise. And may God bless you. You have impacted my life in so many ways. I can not name all of them. And keep on doing what you're doing, because you impact so many people without knowing. I love you so much, and keep doing what you're doing.